So the introduction's basically made up of you got those orchestra things, the strings, orchestra thing strings. But you've also got the guitar doing the same thing as the vocals. So we just hear the vocals by themselves. All together. So that's the basic thing of the introduction there. Now we have the main meat, which is basically 4 guitars. It sounds kind of choppy like that, but if we put it in context, we have this. So the idea behind those vocals, as you can see, they're 2 different separate main vocal tracks. You know, and maybe I'll pan those very slightly to the left and to the right. I've got that idea. I use that a lot. I think I heard that on those early 80s or late 80s Manowar albums where he would overdub himself singing the main verse parts, so occasionally they'd overlap, like that. Right, so here you can see here I have something called the skeksi choir. So skeksi is obviously a dark crystal thing. Bird. I'm a fish. So I'm a bird. I'm a fish. I'm a hungry snake. So this ties in with the whole, keeping up with. There was an old song called Malcolm Dustin, an old Toehider song, and there was a section in that song, which had these parts. So, which obviously sort of skeksi sounding as well. So, the story behind What Kind of Creature Am I is a bit of an extension on the Malcolm Dustin tale, where in the first song she lays an egg, and this is what spawns from the egg, basically. Maybe I'll go into more detail later. Choruses. Wait, before I get into that, there was a Max Headroom thing somewhere. Maybe before that. Again, the Malcolm Dustin thing. Where is it? Here. Nah, where is it? Nah, I just spoke over it, so we'll do it again. Max Headroom, if those of you who are old enough to remember who that is. So, yeah. So anyway, so the chorus is basically just 2 lows, 2 highs of the vocal.
Very bat of a wing, but thorny and horn like a rhino. Scout out not unlike a dragon.
Skeksis.
Kind of creature.
Cool. Second verse. And so on. So, I sort of liken a lot of this to stop motion animation in the sense that you spend so much time on one thing but it's over within a blink of an eye.
Count the frog, ticks and hogs, but the cephalopod.
Like that just takes forever to do, but it's kind of worth it in the long run. Right, yeah. So, that's gets back to the whole Jim Henson Dark Crystal thing of him. Devin Townsend spoke of it, like this massive idea of him building these giant worlds, but only a very small portion of it was in the actual final film. It's the same logic. If you hear this, like if I hadn't pointed it out, you may not even recognize that or sort of hear that. So the ending is very salty. Pointed out it's very Vince DiCola, who of course did the original Transformers soundtrack. It sounds like the death of Optimus Prime, you know, or the general kind of Transformers soundtrack sounding stuff. Which is built around those arpeggios. Again, very Devin Townsend. Yeah, and then there's one final section at the end, which has all of these kind of weird and eerie sounds, which I've labelled here as more fruit, doubled up with the orchestra sounds here. You know, and this was very much inspired by the, the Tim and Eric show where they would do all these still frames or scenes, and they'd have all of these kind of weird sounds underneath them. This kind of thing. Now that this is all improvised, I just hit record and just improvised something. And then built the rest of the thing around that improvisation.